Jarred Vanderbilt is definitely one of the most important players for the Lakers, in my opinion. Last year, when he was traded to the Los Angeles Lakers, he was a very vital part of that regular season run that pushed us into the play-in tournament and into the playoffs. Obviously, he averaged around 8 points per game and 8 rebounds per game, but that does not tell the half of the story that he provides on the defensive end. Jarred Vanderbilt is probably one of the best perimeter defenders and post defenders in the league. He is just a very talented player on that end. Him and Anthony Davis starting is a nightmare defensive matchup for these and any team that plays against the Los Angeles Lakers. I've been a very key contributor to the fact that he should start with Anthony Davis at all times, especially during the regular season, and have Rui Hachimura be that backup scorer for the 4 position. And yesterday we got some news out of the Lakers offseason training camp that from Phil Handy that he had grown a couple inches. So you can see from this Instagram post yesterday that he posted, he told the followers that Jarred Vanderbilt grew a couple inches. Now some reports have been saying that he grew 2 inches, and if you did not know, Jarred Vanderbilt is listed at 6'8" at the moment. So this could be all speculation. You know, Jarred Vanderbilt has been in the league for 5 years now, and it could be all speculation. He's only 23 years old, and we do not know if that's actually true. But players tend to grow. You know, they could grow into their, I believe, they usually tend to grow in after their rookie year, going to their sophomore year. But it's pretty rare to hear somebody has grown more inches in height into like their 4th or 5th year. That's very interesting. But then again, he was very young when he got drafted. He's only 23 years old, and I believe the male height does not stop until I think the age of 25. So I think it's pretty interesting that Phil Handy is saying that he did grow a couple inches. I saw some people talking about seeing him at Summer League too, saying that they knew he was 6'8", but that he looked huge in person. Like, I'm talking humongous just in general. He looks like he's been putting in the offseason work, just growing bigger. Now, this could be also just looking at him. He could be gaining muscle and looking just taller. Sometimes that tends to happen. I know that some people say that Rui Hachimura looks taller in person, but that also could be just because he is just his muscles are huge. He does put in a lot of offseason training work as well, so that might be attributed to that. But let's just run with the fact that he may be 6'10" for a moment. If this is reportedly true, what could that provide for the Lakers? Well, you know, he was already 6'8". He was pretty athletic. So I don't think his athleticism is going to go necessarily away because he grew a couple inches. But I do like the fact that now he could be somebody who you could play alongside Anthony Davis, be another tall player. This could like mitigate the fact that you need another 5 starting with him. It could honestly just kind of be like a combo center of a forward position that either one of them could be guarding down at the center position. That was kind of the problem that he had against some of these bigger players, and especially in the Western Conference Final, was that he could not really guard Jokic. He was sticking on Michael Porter Jr. for the most part and Aaron Gordon, but when he got switched on to Jokic, he would get burned defensively, and that's why they started going to Rui Hachimura, just because he was a bigger body, and Jarred Vanderbilt they were the same height essentially, but Rui Hachimura is just bigger, and you need those kind of big defensive players against Nikola Jokic. So if he is 6'10" now, that will make for a great. He will obviously improve much better on the post on the defensive end than he was before. Now that he's a little bit taller, and he will obviously also be a much more. I feel like. I feel like he, with his post defense coming into play, I feel like that will make matchups easier against bigs like Jokic, obviously Embiid, the Vucevic's, Adebayo, all those type of players that are bigger and will bully you on the block. So if he doesn't get switched onto these bigs, he will not get burned anymore. The NBA doesn't tend to do like height measurements all that often. I believe the last time they did it was 2019, so it's been a while since they did one, and I'm not sure how often they do that. That was kind of like a one-off chance where they wanted to update heights. So I don't know if we're gonna get that this year. I highly doubt it. So we won't know really until probably like training camp starts. But this has been talked about a lot. So this is a rumor that has been going around recently. And he's one of our most important players. So him adding a couple inches onto his height and keeping that athleticism would be amazing for the Lakers. Even then he could still be that great perimeter defender. And now that he has the height, he could be that post defender that is very important for the Los Angeles Lakers. And I'm very excited to see when training camp rolls around. If this is true, people will start to talk more, especially reporters and stuff, people that are around that Jarred Vanderbilt. If that report is true, and that's just it's very important. I know there was reports about him trading it for Christian Wood. Obviously that's not coming for the Lakers. They're not going to trade him for Christian Wood straight up. The only reason they would get him for that is if Christian Wood would come for the better minimum. We are not trading Vanderbilt for anything. So I'm very excited to see when this actually breaks completely free. If this is true, we will find out during training camp. But ladies and gentlemen, let me know what you guys think. What do you guys think about Jarred Vanderbilt possibly have grown 2 inches to his height? If you guys do like this video, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to stay up to date with all the news that we provide here at the Lakers. Until next time, guys, take it easy and stay safe.